Hey everyone, today I am going to talk about mistake number one that a lot of call center newbies make when assisting customers over the phone. And that is delaying the answer to a simple question just for the sake of following the call flow. Now, what do I mean by that? So, we all know that a call flow has 7 steps, right? But out of those 7 steps, only 4 should be executed every single call. The rest of the steps, the steps 2, 3, and 4, should be executed only when the situation calls for it. There are situations when performing steps 2, 3, and 4 just doesn't make sense because there are questions that are just so simple, so straightforward, so close-ended that as soon as the customer asks the question, you already have a ready answer for it, and the only thing that makes sense is to answer the damn question. Now, what do I mean by this? Here's a sample mock call.
Hi, thank you for calling Kwestyon. This is Jennifer. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I want to get a quote on your internet plans. How much does it cost for a 20 Mbps fiber connection?
Sure, I'll be happy to help you out with that. As I understand, you want to get a quote on our internet plans. Is that right?
Yes. That's actually what I just said. What do you think I said?
Now, what do you think is wrong with the agent's answer? You have 5 seconds to answer that question. Time's up. So the problem with the agent's answer is that she did not directly answer the customer's simple question. As you heard, the customer's question was, how much does it cost for a 20 Mbps fiber connection? And the agent's answer was,
Sure, I'll be happy to help you out with that. As I understand, you want to get a quote on our internet plans. Is that right?
it just doesn't make sense though. This part is the step 2, which is the assurance. But let me ask you a question. Is this really necessary? Was it really necessary for the agent to assure the customer that, sure, I'll be happy to help you out with that, when the question was so simple, so straightforward? I don't think so. And another thing that the agent said was, as I understand, you want to get a quote on our internet plans. Is that right? But again, was it really necessary to probe and to confirm when the customer stated the question so clearly? I don't think so. Absolutely not. Now, here is a different mock call with the same customer, the same question, but with a different approach from the agent.
Hi, thank you for calling Kwestyon. This is Candice. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I want to get a quote on your internet plans. How much does it cost for a 20 Mbps fiber connection?
Our 20 Mbps fiber is $30 per month. That's already unlimited, no data cap, and we currently offer a free 30-day trial for this plan.
Awesome. I would like to get the free trial.
So, as you heard, the agent answered the question directly, straight to the point, without any assurance, without any probing question, because they were just not necessary. The customer asked a straightforward question, she got a straightforward answer. Now, I know this might sound so nitpicky of me to talk about this, but I have experienced this firsthand with companies which I shall not mention, but I have experienced this with the agents from other companies. And it just doesn't make sense because, first of all, it wastes the customer's time and it wastes your time. Your customer's time is precious and so is yours. And you have to remember that you have stats that you have to maintain, and delaying your answer just for the sake of following the call flow to a T just doesn't serve you and the customer any purpose. Now, of course, this only applies for straightforward questions with straightforward answers. But let's say that the customer called and said something like, you know what? I am so confused about your website. I cannot understand anything about your advertisement. Now, I am so frustrated. I don't know what to do. Now, could you please, for the love of God, tell me how much your 20 Mbps fiber connection is? Now, if the customer says it like that, obviously, it is the right time for you to empathize with her frustration and then answer the question directly. But if the question is only a direct question, how much is your 20 Mbps connection? Then you have to answer the question directly, straight to the point. It saves you and the customer time. Everybody's happy. Now, let me give you a second example, and I want you to figure out what's wrong with this mock call.
Hi, thank you for calling Kwestyon. This is Jennifer. How may I help you?
Is your physical store open today? I'm currently on my way there right now.
Sure, I'll be happy to help you out with that. May I know your account number and full name?
12345, and my name is Tabitha.
Thank you. And your last name?
Ratched. Listen, I just want to know if your store is open today. Why are you asking for my info? Is your store open today or not?
I'm so sorry about that. Yes, Tabitha, our store is open today.
So, as you heard, the customer just wanted to know if their physical store is open. And as you heard, the agent asked for the customer's information. But again, was that necessary? Absolutely not. There was no need to pull up the customer's account because the question is so general. In order to answer it, there was no need to pull up the customer's account. You just have to answer yes or no and be done with it. Now, if after that the customer has another question that is related to her account, then that is a time that you ask for the information. But because the question is just, hey, is your store open today? Yes or no? Then you got to answer yes or no. And another thing that the agent said was, sure, I'll be happy to help you out with that. But again, that was absolutely not necessary. It was just delaying the call, and it was making the customer irritated. Now, here's what could have been done better.
Hi, thank you for calling Kwestyon. This is Candice. How may I help you?
Is your physical store open today? I'm currently on my way there right now.
Yes, our physical store is open right now until 9 p.m.
Awesome. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Sure. Is there anything else that I can help you with today?
No, that's all I need to know. Thanks. Bye.
Now, of course, the most common response that I hear from agents when talking about this mistake is, it's impossible because every time we deviate from the call flow, we get a markdown from our QA. Our QAs really insist on us sticking to the call flow 100%. Now, if this is your situation, I recommend that you really discuss this with your team lead and present your points. Tell your team lead that every time you stick to the call flow and the customer is only asking a very simple question, that you are irritating the customer and you are hurting your stats and wasting your time and the customer's time. This way, you will have a communication where you and the management will both benefit. And because after all, your goal is to really just make the customer happy while following the company policy. Please note that I am not discounting the fact that there are specific accounts that require you to really obtain the customer's information before you talk to the customer, and that's fine. This is usually true for financial accounts and some other accounts where security is really important. But majority of the time, with questions that are so trivial, like what is your opening hour, or does this handbag have a zipper? Do you have a physical store? These questions, you don't have to empathize with the customer. You don't have to check the customer's account, and you just don't have to probe because the question is so clear already. And of course, as with all accounts, you have to clarify everything with your team lead if you have any confusion. because this is the only way that you could have that communication where you benefit and you know exactly what you will be doing in the future. All right, guys, that is all for today. In my next video, I'm going to talk about mistake number 2. And once it's ready, I'm going to link it up here at the top right corner of this video. This is going to be a series. I was initially planning for it to be just one long video, but I think I need to talk about every single mistake for each video, because I think it's important that it's really detailed, that you understand every mistake so you will be able to avoid them in the future. All right, that is all for today. Bye. Thank you for watching.